Hey guys, what's going on? And today I'm going to be talking about Dying Light 2's Tower Raid mode. Now, honestly, Tower Raid's a good it's good for endgame players. We get a lot of new content in that, but Tower Raid, it needs a lot of work. I know it's in beta and everything, but I'm going to talk about some of the things that will improve Tower Raid and make it worth running every time and make it more enjoyable. Now, the first thing I think Tower Raid should have is, when you play Elite Mode, have a loot pool. So when you start Harper's mission, you're given a set loot pool. I think that should be the same for Tower Raid. But when you gather loot, it should go into your stash, or you get to keep the loot after you're done with the raid. Because, obviously, the only reason we do Tower Raid is for loot. But endgame players already have good loot. So I think Tower Raid should have something similar to Prison Break. Like, at the end of Tower Raid, if you beat it within a certain time, you get more loot. So there could be like lockboxes with ammo in it, or there could be new guns there. Just new anything, more loot so that you get everything back. They sort of do that with all the little ammo and UV flares and that, but that just isn't like enough. Now, as I am recording this, it is the 11th today, and we are going to get new items in here, but where are the exotic guns? Like, wouldn't it be cool if, when you come to your Tower Raid, you got, in the chest, there was a random, gun. It could be exotic, and it would be a rare chance of you getting an exotic gun, and it could be even more damage than this. And it would just be a better version of your guns, since we only have artifact. So they could introduce legendary and exotic guns in Tower Raid. That's just a little suggestion for Techland. But what we also need is just harder enemies. Tower Raid is way too easy. I'm pretty sure most people can agree with me on this. All we've done is just throw UV flares down. That's how we've just been beating Tower Raid. And there's just points where you can straight up ignore all the zombies and just walk through. So you don't even have to fight the zombies. So Techland, maybe it would be cool if we had to kill all the zombies in order to progress to the next elevator. And also, wouldn't it be cool? So in one level in Tower Raid, you have to fight a GRE anomaly in a big arena. Wouldn't it be cool if they replaced that with like a demolisher, a goon, or similar how you have to kill like different infected to get a keycard to swipe the door? I think it would be cool to have different levels like that. So instead of fighting the GRE anomaly, you could fight a volatile tyrant, a regular volatile, a banshee, a goon, a demolisher. So many different options, and Techland can even add to this. And then you have to do, like, there could be, for example now, there could be like a volatile tyrant, and it would be volatile hives, and you would have to destroy all volatile hives in order to weaken the infected. And then that would just be really cool. And one other thing that really annoys me is, I think they're going to be planning on adding this in the final level today, but there should be volatiles on the final level, on one level, because you don't really see any volatiles, and it's the VNC Tower Raid, like literally. So I think they should add like volatiles in either the beginning or the end. Sorry though. And they just need to make it so that it's worth you running Tower Raid. And that's why I think Tower Raid would benefit from some extra content. Because, I'm not gonna lie, once you go through the elite floor, there's pretty much nothing else to do then. There's barely any more floors, and it would just be so much better if we had more floors. And the ending, where you, sorry about that, the ending, where you have to wait 5 minutes for the chest to open up, it's just not worth it. It's like, maybe they could place volatile, I know I keep on talking about volatile hives, but they could place hives around the area, and if you destroyed them, you got time taken off, so you wouldn't have to defend it for as long. But, yeah. And I think they should just make, you know how they have like little chests in the normal, there's not that many on the extra floors, but I think they just need to make more of an effort with the variety of weapons that you get. Because, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of unique weapons, but none of them are good. Like, can we get, like, nocturnal weapons in the little crates? Like, imagine if you found a nocturnal weapon and it was much better than your, like, original weapon. That would just be so much more better. And it would make for Tower Raid being a good nocturnal weapon farm. But then and again, because it's like right now, the only way that you can get exotic nocturnal weapons is from Harper, which you have to be level 35, I think. So right here, you have to be, yeah, level 35 in order to get nocturnal exotic weapons. And I'm sorry, but I think that's way too much. I think nocturnal weapons should be a random drop from Tower Raid, either being in the final loot chest up on top, or similar to Prison Heist, there's hard lockpick chests there, and if you unlock them, there's a chance that you can get an exotic nocturnal weapon, or slashing weapons, or just blunt weapons. Just higher tier, just exotic tier weapons come out of the chests, similar to Prison Heist. And it's like, you can have time to loot then, once you defend the chest. So say now you just finished defending the chest, you could have, like, say now you're playing on Nightmare mode, which is the hardest difficulty, similar to Prison Heist now, and then you completed the, I'm going to use Guru here from Prison Heist, and you completed it, you would have 3 minutes to lockpick all 4 chests in the center. And then you could just go around the lockers, getting all the ammo, all the military medkits around, and it would just be really better. Similar to the end of Prison Heist, where there's just a lot of loot and it rewards you. Because that would just be amazing. I would grind I would grind Tower Raid all day. And it would just make for a lot better grinding. Because I'm not going to lie, it's terrible. This is terrible. Harper, it costs 5 tokens for you to get nocturnal weapons. But if they dropped in Tower Raid, you could literally just be grinding them. And it could be a good source. Anyway guys, that's going to be the end of the video. And those are my suggestions for what I think Tower Raid should be like in the finished beta. Anyway guys, peace out. If you liked what you just saw today, like and subscribe. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.